Hey guys, so today we are going to be looking at LR PILAF. Now, LR PILAF and the gang, this was the 50th World Tournament local reward LR, so if you guys don't know how that works, for the next set of tournaments until we get a new LR, this is going to be the guy that we get for the local rewards. So, with that being said, we have him at 55% as we only got one copy. I ended up finishing like 30 local or something like that, enough to get the LR, but I can't be asked to do one local when these guys are going to 150 million points. It's just, I feel that there are better things to do. So, the 100% showcase isn't possible. Let's go ahead and look at this guy at 55% with level 1 links. We will break him down, but here is the hidden potential build that I went with. Some extra defense as well as a little bit of crit and a little bit of dodge. Nothing too crazy because, again, this is only going to be a 55% free-to-play unit, so don't expect them to, knock your socks off or anything like that. But let's go ahead and take a look at what this guy does. So, LR PILAF is a it's a PILAF SHU and MAI, so we're going to call them the PILAF gang. Seekers of the Dragon Balls, 130% and key +4, and then on the 18 key we have raises attack for 1 turn and causes colossal damage, and then on the 18 key we have raises attack for 1 turn, causes mega colossal damage, and has a high chance of stunning the enemy. So that is 55% or 50% if you guys are not aware. And then we also get 30% attack raise on both of the super attack effects. So this is when this guy, for a free-to-play unit, this is going to be quite a mouthful, so you guys are going to have to bear with me here, but we play the entrance animation upon entry, once only obviously, and changes physical key spheres to AGL, Tech, or STR key spheres for 5 turns. So he's an orb changer for 5 turns when he gets his intro animation, which I believe is free no matter what. So attack and defense plus 120% at the start of turn. We have attack and defense plus 40% when performing a super attack, plus an additional attack and defense plus 40% if it's an 18 or ultra super attack, so an 18 key. We are looking for, I believe that's an 80% buff off of that. We get key +1 per type sphere obtained, so that is very nice. Think of a unit like STR Vegito for that metric. We have attack and defense plus 70% and performs an additional attack, which has a high chance to become a super attack when collecting an AGL key sphere. That's not hard because he changes them to that. Then we have defense plus 100% and high chance to evade enemy attacks, including super attacks when collecting a tech key sphere. So defensively, in like a slot 1 purpose, you want to get tech key spheres with this guy because that's when you get your defensive buff and also you get a dodge chance. Then attack plus 100%, high chance to perform a critical hit, and seals the target enemy super attack when collecting an STR key sphere. So utility, STR, attack and defense, AGL, or if you want like the attack buff, you go for AGL, and if you want defense, you go for the tech orb. Then we perform an additional super attack when collecting 7 or more key spheres, and then he's an orb changer for 5 turns. That's going to be pretty easy. And then when there's an enemy whose name includes Goku, excluding Captain Ginyu, all that stuff, he changes in key spheres to AGL Tech or STR key spheres. So, a lot to digest there, but this guy is going to be interesting because he has so much utility based on the type of orbs that he gets and stuff like that, and it's going to be pretty hard to remember that throughout the video, trying to figure out exactly what he's doing at all times. When it comes to link skills, we have Brainiacs, Brutal Beatdown, Thirst for Conquest, Incredible Adventures, Guides to the Dragon Ball, Shattering the Limit, and Legendary Power. Categories, we have Dragon Ball Seekers, Revenge, Dragon Ball Saga, Boyhood Saga, whatever you want to call it, Earthlings, Joins Forces, Conquest of Terror, Terrifying Conquerors, and Earthbred Fighters. So, going to be hopping into a showcase here. Let's go ahead and look at him in a couple events at 55%. I think we'll go into the legendary GT Goku event first, just to see how he is up against an enemy with the name Goku. So let's go ahead and do that, and we will be back in just a moment. Okay, so now we are over here in an event to go ahead and look at how this guy is going to, our boy PILAF is going to perform at 55%. So GT Goku event, I think will be a good bar, just to see the attack stats and the defensive stats and stuff like that. Again, this isn't going to be like a be-all, end-all or anything like that, but I just want to see how this guy looks in a vacuum, and then we can kind of evaluate based on the numbers, seeing where he would be in terms of like the red zone and stuff like that. So this is the first turn. We do have an enemy whose name includes Goku, so this should work out pretty well. And now he becomes a orb changer, so everything's gonna move around. We got all types of stuff going on. So right here, I think the best way to go about this is put Bulma in slot 1 and 196,000 defense. That's not bad at 55% level 1 links. I think that's actually pretty impressive. So what we were talking about, we were looking for 7 orbs with these guys. We were only going to be getting 6 on this turn, but grabbing a tech key sphere means that they are going to get the defense plus 100. So if I have this now, do we see the difference? Yes, so now we're going up to 269k, and we are getting an attack raise on that super. So again, when this guy's rainbowed, I think you're going to see a significant difference in how the overall like attack and stuff like that looks. 3.5 million right there from Bulma. Again, not bad, but this isn't the Bulma showcase. LR PILAF, 5.2 million. Okay, so that's pretty good. I think that this unit, and the thing is this is their floor. Like, that wasn't even with like legendary power active or anything like that. We will see legendary power next turn, so we'll be able to see how that goes. But again, like just looking at that, like I'm trying to figure out how I can work this, right? Because like, you know, 270k defense is not like holy, like God, that's the best thing I've ever seen or anything like that. But it is impressive considering that this is a free-to-play unit at 55%, level 1 links, and you're going to be able to, you know, over the course of the next year or so, be able to rainbow them and stuff like that. So that 5 million is probably going to creep over more to like 8 to 9 million, maybe even higher when we get better links with legendary power and stuff like that. The links that are going to, you have to account for the dupes and stuff like that. I think that 5.2 is a very good start, right? Especially considering, you know, everything that this unit's going to be doing with. And what makes them fun is it's kind of like the Broly trio, right? Now they don't have the overpowered ability that the Broly trio has, where you see them in what's the word? I'm trying to think of like the best way to put this, right? You don't see them like where you can get like a guaranteed dodge or anything like that. But okay, so what we'd want to do right here is we grab these with Bulma, and then so now we're going to be seeing something different, because now we either, so again with this unit, it's like we can get when we get 7 or more, we get a guaranteed additional super, right? But if we go for STR, we have a high chance to perform a crit attack plus 100%, and then so let's go on this turn, let's go for the 8 orbs and we'll go STR, so that way we get that a high chance, and then the next time we are going to be getting a guaranteed additional this time around. So we are going to see a bit of a different look. We're going to see the more offensive based. I should have checked defense, I forgot to. But again, we're not going to be getting any defensive buffs here because we're going STR. So we're going purely on attack on this rotation. So we should be able to see how they look in a different kind of setup, right? So, and keep in mind, we are going to be getting a guaranteed additional right here. So that is good as well. 7 million. Okay. That's pretty damn good. 7 million free to play, and we have a guaranteed additional super coming up. Crit, right? So the crit proc, and then 4 million double super, so we're getting 2 30% attack raises on these supers. Not bad. Not bad. That's 55, like it's just, I have to, you know, kind of like just like berate the point that it's free to play 55%. That level 1 links, free to play 55%, and we're seeing pretty impressive stuff. 7 million, I say that's pretty damn good, and whatnot. So that is very nice. So, I'm not going to end the video here, but I'm already very impressed with what I've seen. And again, this is up against the Goku, so we do have more orb changing. So what I think I'm going to do for the next event, we'll kind of just play this out. We'll see all the turns here, just kind of do this long event for the sake of the showcase, and then we will look at them. We'll see how long this showcase takes and how many different scenarios we can see. But again, I think it is worth noting that they will not be changing in key spheres if Goku isn't around. So it's like, I don't know if like you even really need to see that scenario, just because it's like like what you see is what you're gonna get, right? Like you should know that the key spheres just, so it's just gonna be a little bit less orb changing, right? So all of the different orb changing and collecting that you got to do makes this a very, very interesting unit. I'm pretty surprised with what I've seen so far. Again, so now we've done STR and we've done tech. So now maybe we can make an int orb fall. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to. So let's go ahead and go for, so like right here, I guess we, just the way the orbs kind of worked out, this is without the defensive buff. We are still sitting at 181k defense, which again, against like some of these harder bosses is not going to work out. But what you would want to do in that scenario is go for the evasion chance that you would be getting if you grabbed a tech orb instead of an STR orb, right? We just decided to go for the guaranteed additional right here because we have type advantage, and then we're at 7.1. Good stuff, good stuff. 5.3 right there, 4 million right there. We do have the guaranteed. So again, when we get the higher defensive numbers that are going to look better than almost 200k, right? Like the first 2 dupes especially are going to be the most important. So, you know, over the course of the next 2 to 3 world tournaments, when we get this guy rainbowed and stuff like that, we are going to be seeing, in my opinion, a whole new unit in terms of the numbers that they're going to put out. So I'm going to stop mentioning that it's a 55% free to play unit, and you guys are going to understand that for the rest of this run. And we are going to kind of just progress as forward, or move forward as indicated. So, again, I think that, okay, so this would be a good little test for Hotshot right here. 96, okay, there you go. That's him doing his thing. But again, this is a very impressive showing here for this this world tournament, right? This world tournament unit here. It's always nice when you see kind of what's the word I'm looking for, right? It's like a free-to-play unit that seems like it's going to have some long-term viability. And I think with this guy, more than just it being a newer LR and stuff like that, what I really am intrigued by is the fact that this is a unit that makes you think, right? It's a unit that you have options for, and most of the time, you don't really have options, right? Like when you think about a unit like Path to Power Kid Goku, you think about a unit that you're not looking for options, you're just looking to proc everything. So you're looking for the orbs to be right and stuff like that. So right here, the int's going to change as well. Yeah, like look, it's just like especially with tournament or Path to Power Kid Goku being on the team. Oh, this will also be a good chance to do this. So now we're gonna grab an AGL key sphere. And so now this one is going to be attack and defense plus 70%, and then it has a high chance, so we have an additional that has a high chance to become a super attack. Again, I don't think right there, because we didn't get the 7 orbs, we don't have the guaranteed additional, so I believe in this scenario, this is where we could have a potential triple super from this unit. Bulma, you want to dodge? Don't throw for me. Okay, 361, that's stung, but we'll be okay, just for the sake of getting this turn out, but 4 million right there. But with this unit being fun is the fact that when you have options like this, and you want to go more offensive, do you want to go defensive, do you want to go for utility with ceiling and stuff like that, and then 6.4, again, still hitting at very impressive numbers. We're talking about a unit that's hitting 6 to 7 million pretty consistently at this point. It's good, right? It's not the greatest thing I've ever seen, but there we go. So now that was the AGL thing. That could have been a triple super right there if we would have had the orbs go our way, right? So we're taking double digits from I don't know, a boss that hits like 4 out of 10 on the difficulty scale. We'll see. This event at this point is like, a 2 out of 10, but it's just for the sake of seeing the showcase, seeing the numbers. We know, I think we can all understand the 200k defense is not going to cut it in like the Merge Zamasu red zone. But maybe when we get up to that 500k range with dodge chance, when we get this guy Rainbow with level 10 links, that's when we could see a potential significant change in how we want to evaluate this unit. So, just finishing out this run, I guess, at this point, we do need we have a scouter going. I guess that's coming from Krillin. I don't really think there's any other scouter units on this team that I can think of off the top of my head. So that is nice, but I believe that our buddy here, Mr. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, is not going to be able to survive the Kid Goku onslaught that's about to take place. So, yeah, I'm a fan of what I've seen so far. This guy is this Pilaf fusion is going to be good. So. I think what we'll do is we'll kind of separate it going across the board. So this is the initial 55% showcase for him, and then we will move towards something like the versus whatever events that you guys want to see the versus for. So right here, this is where things get a little. So now we have what is this? It's going to be 5 out of 7 links active. 186k defense right here for Jackie Chun. Let's grab these because now we're going to get that damage reduction on the super. So that is going to help us out a decent bit. Let's go for the we'll take the attack buffs. We'll pass on the additional super. We are looking at 160k defense. Again, that is not like the most acceptable thing I've ever seen, and don't twist it to think that I am saying that's good. But what I am saying is that they can look so much better. So 5.4 million right there from Jackie Chun. And of course, Goku dodges it, but that's okay. We have the additional super coming in, and then we also are going to have damage reduction now that we've done our 18 key. So that super is not going to do too much to us whatsoever. And now we get that free bit of damage. And yeah, you want to go ahead and do this. I'm saying this is going to do 65k. That's my guess. This is not pre-recorded. 62k. Wow. That was a good guess. I'm good. What can I say? So 6.3 right there. Again, the 18 key is not a guarantee, but we're also, you have to remember that we purposely didn't go for a specific orb because we wanted to make sure that we got the utility in. So double digits right there. But again, against like a harder red zone boss, that is not going to be how it looks. I want to give this Pilaf gang every benefit of the doubt that I can. But there are some things that you do have to note that, against an end game boss like your, we'll do both of these real quick. Like your Super Saiyan or your Red Zone Zamasus and stuff like that, your Red Zone Goku Blacks, this is not going to work as efficiently, right? And that's just kind of the unfortunate way that the cookie crumbles sometimes. So we will throw you in slot 1. I believe Path to Power Kid Goku should be more than enough to bid our Super Saiyan 4 full power Goku farewell here. We do have the Dokkan attack, so again, if the mic does sound different, we are on a bit of a different setup for the time being. I'd like to get back to my usual setup, but just right now, the PC broke, if you guys saw my thing, so until we can maybe get new replacement parts or we're just able to get it fixed, we are going to be recording on my laptop. So just working with what we got. It is what it is. Sometimes you just gotta improvise, and that is kind of what we're looking at right now. So let me know what you guys thought of LR Pilaf down below, Pilaf and the gang. Super excited for this unit to have some form of representation throughout the game, and that's all I really got for you in this one. So don't forget to leave a like if you did enjoy, subscribe if you are new, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of my Dokkan content. Forever grateful for you guys, love you all, have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one.